I need to do so epic. And welcome to Green&Blue Walkthrough's bonus video for Green&Blue Walkthrough's gameplay video series of Battletech A Beta. I'm the Schwani and we're doing a bonus video, which I kinda promised. And today we'll be reading and looking at every single battle mech, as they're called, in the game. In the Battletech Beta, which are like, what, 30 or 20? Something like that. So we're going to switch it over to war and go through the entire list from whatever pops up top. How about let's go cheapest to most expensive? How about that? Actually, that's going to be confusing for me. So, or that's just a lot easier. I mean, it won't be too confusing, but I might as well just do it like this. All right, so that list. AS7-0 Assault 100. Okay, the Atlas, or what I just said, the Atlas is the king of the battlefield, capable of bringing a dizzying array of weapons to bear on targets at any range. With 19 tons of armor and a Defiance AC-20 as its main gun, few opponents can survive even brief contact with the Atlantis. Or, wait, I'm saying that wrong. Atlantis, Atlas, yes. But that is basically the biggest mech of this time. And you can look at this. All the weapons. Okay, moving on to the Battlemaster. Battlemaster BL-1G. Versatile and powerful, the Battlemaster is one of the best known battle mechs in existence. With 6 medium lasers, a PPC, 2 machine guns, and an SRM, a 6 rack, the Battlemaster can engage enemy from any range and packs powerful punch. Okay, not bad, not bad. Oh, by the way, the Atlas is 11.4 million MB. The Battlemaster is 9.9. Moving on to the Victor, VTR-9S. The Victor 9S has even less armor than the standard 9B, or than the 9B standard Victor, but upgrades its SRM4 to an SRM6. This makes the 9S more effective at close range, but pilots should be aware becoming too cocky. With even less armor than the standard 9B, the Victor 9S is quite vulnerable. Which, by the way, I should say that, I mean, also their weapons, but basically, SRM is short-range missile, higher number is how powerful it is, PPC is a really big energy weapon, I think, I think it's an energy weapon. Medium lasers are obviously medium-range lasers. Machine guns are machine guns. Again, its number indicates how powerful it is. I might as well give you a brief tutorial on how the mech's working as you're using this as basically a guide. Initiative means how far we'll put an initiative queue. Obviously, the Atlas places last always at initiative, so there's that. So basically, lower initiative, I guess later on in the turn it can go. Speed means how fast it is, or how much it can move. Durability means how much damage it can take before stuff breaks. Stability means how likely it is to fall over. Heat means how many times it can fire energy weapons and not have to be shut down because it might blow up the reactor. If otherwise, range means how far it can shoot. Firepower means how much range weapons it has. Beat least how much it hurts if you punch someone in the face. Or anyone else for that matter. Maybe I should be reading these down the top because the next one is a Victor. VTR-9B Assault 80. Oh, the other Victor is Assault 82, and it's 8.3 mil, whereas the Victor 9B is 8.2 mil. Oh wait. So the few assault mechs bounce jump jets, but the Victor 9B is one of them. With an AC-20 main gun, That's a cannon, auto cannon. Like not maybe not auto cannon because they're not auto cannons. Expect you not to reload them, but no, no, they're uh, basically they're big guns. And again, a higher number, the bigger the gun, and 20 is the highest number. Two medium lasers and SRM 4 rack. The 9B is a deadly opponent with superior mobility for its size. Unfortunately, it comes at the cost of armor. Against similar-sized mechs, the 9B is distinctly more vulnerable. Okay? Which, by the way, another reason why I'm doing this video is because I'm reading through all of these because I want to read through all of them on camera, because why not? Because it might be helpful for you if you're playing the game, or want to play the game, or just simply want to know what mechs are in the game, because you are a Battletech fan and want to know if your favorite mechs in the game or not. And you can basically know your lances, and basically you know what you want to make for your lance before getting the game. But yeah, I'm also reading it to see what my lance would be like. The Victor would be good, the Male Vessel would be good. I think I like the Victor 9B better. Yeah, I need armor. Any more short range missiles, not really doesn't really mean much to me. Which probably I'll be going. This won't be just the flat reading everything, showing stuff. I'll be commentating a little bit if I find something to commentate on. Awesome. Yes, awesome. The AWS 8T Assault 80 8.2 mil. The AT variant of the Awesome replaces the stock models PPCs with two LRM 15 racks. The LRM is long range missile. He's basically a good sniping weapon, a good long range artillery. Racks and two large lasers, as well as dropping 5 heat sinks. Heat sinks are allowing you to dissipate heat. So if you lose heat sinks, that means you can not fire all your weapons that are energy based, or bigger weapons without overheating as fast. As well as dropping 5 heat sinks, this provides the 8T with greater versatility at a cost of becoming ammo dependent and good at heat. Yeah. The Orion. Actually, let's read the bomb Orion. Ah, great. The most awesome down there. Yeah, I gotta read from bottom to top because that's how they're ordered. And in this order. Alright, so let's start at the bottom, which we probably should have. Start first. Alright, the Locust. Locust 1.8 mil LCT 1V Light 20. The Locust 1V is one of the lightest and fastest mechs ever entered into service. Originally conceived as a riot suppression vehicle, the 1V serves as a scout on the modern battlefield. Lightly armed and armored, it is extremely fragile. Yeah, but it's good for, I guess, flanking or just, well, scouting. By the way, this tells you, I'm just not reading it. This tells you what weapons are placed where, as well as their ammo. Basically, that's the head, that's center torso, right arm, right torso, as in right arm, right torso, head. Left arm, left torso, right leg, left leg. Okay, moving on to Urban Mech. Urban Mech. 2.1 mil UMR 60 Light 30 Urban Mech, or the Urban Mech R60 is designed for exactly what the name implies: combat in dense urban areas. As such, the R60 is very heavily armored and extremely slow. Despite its integrated jump jets, armed with a small laser and an AC-10, the L60 is a deadly opponent against similarly sized mechs, if you can get close enough to fight them. Right, yeah. Because you're slow, but then you can jump over buildings and duck in alleyways, you get the idea. Whereas big, clunky assault mechs like the Atlas can't do any of that. They might not even fit in your city because they're too big. Okay, maybe not that big. Okay, maybe they're not that big, but yeah, you get the idea. Moving on to another Locust variant, or to the second Locust variant in the game. Locust 2.1 mil LCT-1M Light 20. The 1M variant of the Locust is geared to take advantage of the platform's speed and to defend itself as long-range fire support. Armed with two LRM-5 racks in place of the machine guns, the 1M is essentially unarmored. It has only 1 ton of armor. And if you're thinking about modern day, like, oh, that you mean thinking about that's you may be thinking that in modern day that's a lot, but these are, let's just say the assault mechs can weigh up to 100 tons, and they're 3 stories tall. Whereas these guys are much smaller, but they're still tonnage. Basically, battle mechs are walking tanks that had the variants of airplanes and the components of battleships, and the last day of battleships. Well, the bigger ones anyway. So yeah. Okay, Locust. 2.1 mil LCT 1S Light 20. The Locust 1S is the close range variant of the standard 1B model. The machine guns have been swapped with 2 SRM-2 missile or I say missile racks. That's how I say it, but just racks. At the cost of 1,000 armor, remaining motion is the Locust best defense. Yeah, it costs 1 armor. How much armor did it have in the first place? So this has slightly more armor than the 1M. But only slight. Which, by the way, unlike on the tank, where unlike let's say in Wall of Tanks or in tank combat, armor does a lot. Armor gets bladed away because basically, like I said, battle mechs can be considered walking tanks, and they're in use, and basically their use, it's just like a tank. With their, especially if you take every tank class, including battle tanks, with light tanks, medium tanks, heavy tanks, super heavies, and then basically you get the classing system for battle mechs. But their armor, because you're using lasers and missiles, armor isn't exactly going to stop very much. It will stop some guns, but it's not going to stop very much. So basically, armor is just there to get bladed away, like on, basically, I guess like on a plane or on the ship. It's going to get damaged, but then it's going to go away very quickly if you go up against something really big, or if not, it's going to be blinked at until it goes away. Because mainly that's basically because it's a video game, and B, it's based on a tabletop, and tabletop, it worked the same way. Alright, going to the Commando. I guess the COM-18, 2.4 mil, light 25. The lower end variant of the Commando 2D is the, or is it 2D? The 1B model skews the larger SRM racks on the more common model in exchange for large laser and SRM2. This gives the 1B a longer attack range as well as less reliance on resupply during protracted battles. Yes, the game just, yes, they have to carry their ammo. They're realistic. Battletech is very realistic in that sense. Is everyone has ammo, and you have to, yeah, everyone has ammo, and yeah, everyone just has ammo. Actually, maybe we should go name. Oh, that's not gonna work. And as you can see, the 1B's up here. Or the 2D's up here. Alright, moving on to the Commando, COM-2D, 2.5 mil light 25. Commando, oh, actually I should slow you down. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, there we go, bam. Because I missed you. Alright. Interesting how the bar stays in the same spot where you left it, where you last looked at it. I would prefer if it would reset it for every card, but that's fine. By the way. So, Commando. As a center part of Commando 2D, leaves a lot to be desired. As a header-run mech, however, few pilots can follow the 2D's loadout. With a medium laser SRM-6 and SRM-4, the 2D can deal forward damage and punishment than its size suggests. That's why I probably call Commando, because it's good at rating. Moving on to the Panther. Panther PNT9R 3 mil or 3.0 mil light 35. Awesome. Light 35. A light support mech Panther is capable of providing powerful covering fire. The Tune R usually covers fast-moving light mechs as they engage the enemy, but it is equally at home using its jump jets to flank. Okay, moving on. Sorry, I had a burp. Alright, so moving on to the GNR. The Jinner. GR7-B. -B. 3.9 mil light 35. Light 35. The Juner D is both a scout and fast harasser. While almost as quick as a spider and locust, the Juner is much more heavily armed, and with 4 medium lasers and SRM4 rack, the JR7D also supports top-of-the-line jump jets for added mobility. Okay. Oh, that's the Vindicator. Vindicator? How far away? Yeah. Okay, maybe not too much. It's going to take a bit, though. Okay, Vindicator. Vindicator VDN1R. 4.2 mil, medium, 45. Yes, 45. The Vindicator 1R is designed by committee to be cheap, easy to manufacture jack of all trades. Surprisingly, the 1R is proving itself a capable fighter, projecting respectable firepower with its PPC, LRM5, and medium laser. While not as mobile as other medium mechs, it does carry jump jets, and is both heavily armored and very efficient. Okay. Yeah, I think I used this guy. I think I used this guy before, and I like him. All right, so moving on to the Hunchback. Hunchback HBK 4G medium 50 or 4.6 mil medium 50. Also mitigators stuff. A respected and feared medium mech, the Hunchback 4G is a platform built around its primary weapon. Mated with a pair of medium lasers, the 4G's AC-20 is capable of cutting down enemy mechs with brutal efficiency. Its primary drawback is its light rear armor and relatively slow movement speed. Okay, basically, point forward enemy and kill things. This is for versioning of battle mechs. Or T95, whatever you. I might like you, actually. Because you got big guns, you got lots of armor, I don't really need speed all the time. I like having 2 really big slow guys and 2 medium speed guys. Basically, medium mobility so they can run around and flank things. Basically, cover the flanks of the big guys while the big guys walk, the Vader walk towards stuff and kill things. While I have 2 guys just protecting the flanks. Okay, Centurion, CN9-A, 4.8 mil, medium 50. The Centurion A is designed to complement the Trebuchet as a spotter and direct line mech. In addition to 8.5 tons of armor, the CN9-A is armed with AC-10, with an AC-10, 2 medium lasers, and an LRM-10 rack, making it both powerful and versatile. The Centurion, CN9AL, 5.0 mil, medium 50. The Centurion AL refit aims to reduce the original C in 9-L's dependency on ammo supplies. This model scraps the AC-10 all. Um, replacing it with a large laser and small laser. Okay. In addition, it gains 60 heat sinks and 2 tons of armor. Okay. I guess they can get heat sinks for the fact that they don't have to carry ammo with them, and more armor because they don't have to carry ammo with them because ammo is heavy. Hence why United States military doesn't use 45s anymore or 1911s anymore because ammo is heavy. Well, that's one of the reasons, but yeah. Well, I mean, it's standard issue. By the way, so okay, so moving on to the Shadowhawk SHD-20 for 5.2 mil, medium 55. In an effort to upgrade the Shadowhawk's close-range damage output, the 2D model sacrifices a lot of armor. With an additional SRM2 rack, the 2D excels at first strikes. Its comparatively flimsy protection leaves it incredibly vulnerable to return fire. Okay. I don't like my mechs not having any armor for the simple fact that it is a turn-based strategy game, and if you can see something, it can kill you. It sees you too. So unless you're outflanking them all the time and having big guys basically be, hello, shoot me over here. I don't think it can quite to work. But they're faster against flank. Because in the last video, in my first match that you've seen on camera, I was using my urban mech and what's that about? No, not battle mech, but wasn't it the what's the commander? Not you. What was it? It was Mr. Oh yeah, Vindicator. I was using the Vindicator flank around. Anyway, so moving on to what it supports for, the trebuchet. TBT5N, 5.3 mil, medium 50. The trebuchet 5N is a 5-sport mech with extremely heavy armament for its size. 2 LRM 15s allow for massive long-range damage, while 3 medium lasers provide solution for mechs that venture too close. Main weakness of the 5N, however, is 3% armor. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. It says that's 3% armor, but it has pretty good durability. Either it's 3% armor for a medium, or it's durability from the fact that it has a lot of internal structures, because not only do you have your armor, and if you lose your armor, you lose. Now this game has structure which holds their parts together, and well, just general health of your vehicle. So yeah, moving on to the championship. Oh, it does have armor compared to the Griffin, and another Shadowhawk. Oh, we're moving on to another Shadowhawk. Shadowhawk SHD2H, 5.4 mil, medium 55. The Shadowhawk is a mainline medium mech that is used across known space. It excels at nothing, but does not lack any single doesn't lack in any single area. With jump jets, a mix of weapons, it can keep an enemy on their toes. I like you a lot. I have to use my lance. Which by lance also is lance is our term for squadrons. Not for squads made out of mechs. Alright, the Griffin, or another Griffin. JRF1S, medium 55, 5.6 mil. The 1S variant of the Griffin trades long range for versatility. Dropping the LRM-10 to a LRM-5, the 1S also trades the PPC for a large laser and 2 medium lasers, increasing close-in power for additional heat sinks help the 1S manage heat. So just one of those days my Crohn's wants to make me burp all the time. Okay, moving on to the Hunchback. Another Hunchback. Hunchback HBK 4P, 5.6 mil, medium 50. Oh, excuse that. Don't mind that. Okay, over. You messed around. Okay, thinking about the. Okay, there we go. There we go. Alright, so the Hunchback 4P is a common variant of the 4G. The 4P removes the AC-20. Aw. Feeling the anomalous hunch in your right torso with 6 medium lasers. Okay. And raises the number of heat sinks to 26. Okay, fine. Shit, look at all this madness. Heat sink in every place. I mean, if you want medium lasers, I don't want to worry about warning ammo ever. Until your nuclear reactor runs out of uranium in like what 2 years. Maybe they got more efficient in the future. So yeah. Well, we went to the Griffin, GRF-1S. I mean, I'm pretty sure these are fusion reactors that they use. Well, I guess some mechs use fusion reactors, or is it fission? Oh yeah, their ships use fission. There's a difference, and it depends on what kind of fissile material you use, uranium or otherwise. Another Griffin, GRF-1S medium, or 5.6 mil medium 55. The 1S variant of the Griffin trades long range for versatility, dropping the LRM 10 to a number 5. The 1S also trades the PVC for a large laser and two medium lasers, increasing close in power. 4 additional lead sinks up the 1S magnitude. Okay. Almost there. Alright, Kintaro, KTO 18, 6.1 mil, medium 55. The Kintaro, one of the most heavily armed medium mechs. Kintaro 18 is a close-range brawler. 3 SRM-6 missile racks and 2 medium lasers are capable of slagging most mechs with only a few volleys. Most pilots should be aware as the Kintaro runs very hot. Okay, the mech I might like, the kill things fast. It has really good range. Look at that madness. The medium mech's not too bad. Nice. I mean, I've been liking my assaults and my heavies, especially in Mechwarrior Online. But medium mechs might be nice. They're just absolute massive murdering powers. A Jaeger mech, or Jagger mech, as I might say it, because I'm from Jacksonville, and our football team is the Jacksonville Jaguars, also known as the Jags. The city is also known as Jacks. There you go. That's my. That's why I say Jaeger or Jagger or like J Tiger, something like that. Just Jag Tiger. You get the idea. Or Jag Panther. Or Jag Panther. You get the idea. All right. So 6.3 mil. The Jaeger. The Jagger mech is a heavy mech specialized in long-range direct fire. While lightly armored for its tonnage, it can direct a withering wave of AC-2s and AC-5s at distant targets. Close enemies are handled by a pair of medium lasers. Okay, it's type things with machine guns, or well, cannons. Another Jaeger mech, JMBA. Another one was JBNS or JBS. If in case messed that up. 6.7 mil heavy 65. They're all 65s, by the way. The Jaeger Mech A is especially modified for anti-aircraft and long-range fire support duty. Scrapping 2 AC-5s, this ball replaces them with 2 LRM-15s and 2 additional tons of armor. Okay. Moving on to quick draw. QKD-4G, 6.7M or mil. Heavy, no, it's time. Heavy, 60. Geared for close range combat, the quick draw 4G's jump jets allow to deftly control the battlefield. Unfortunately, the 13 heat sinks in the 4G mean that it's difficult for pilots to bring all the mech's weapons to bear at once. Yeah. This would be good for a heavy mech. We went to the other quick draw. Quick draw QKD5A, 6.8 mil, heavy 60. The 5A quick draw chassis was designed to give the mech more endurance than the stock 4G. By removing the LM10, 2 additional medium lasers and 4 additional heat sinks could be mounted. Unfortunately, the 5A still runs too hot for most pilots. Which, by the way, yeah, there's aircraft in this, and they're not mechs, they're actual planes. There's also actual tanks and actual flight infantry. You don't really see them very much. It's all about the mechs. Oh, catapult. Catapult CPLTC1, 7.1 mil, heavy 65. The Catapult C1 is a 5-support mech that can hold its own at short range and can continue fighting after its ammo runs dry. Armed with 2 LRM-15 missile I say missile racks because I always say that I always think as that just one thing, missile racks, not just racks. And 4 medium lasers. He's also one of the few heavy mechs to equip with a jump jets, yeah. Which basically, since it's so heavy, it's just good for changing terrain or getting over small terrain. Or just jumping around behind somebody. Awesome returns. Or this is the other awesome. Okay, awesome, AWS BQ, 7.7 mil, assault 80. The awesome is a assault mech best suited for long range fire support. 3 PPCs and 20 heat sinks allow the AWS 8Q to deal a massive punishment at extreme range. At close range, its weight allows it to deal considerable melee damage. Okay, if it's not shooting something, it's blasting you with PPCs. I like this in MechWarrior Online actually. Okay, Orion, ON-K, 7.89 mil, heavy 75. The Orion K was the first true heavy mech. As a multi-role brawler, the Orion can engage enemies at variety ranges. The flaming armor can survive combined fire for quite some time. Slow, yes, but powerful. And that's all that really matters sometimes. For most of the time, half the time. Okay, another Orion, ON1V, or dash V, 8.0K, heavy 75. The Orion V has 3 times less armor than the Key model, making room for additional SRM4 rack on the right arm. This increases the Orion's power, but many pilots consider the less armor to be risky. Yeah, risky. Especially if you're adding a close range weapon, risky, yeah. You slow already? I mean, speed doesn't really change much, yeah, speed doesn't change at all. Well, yeah, maybe. And then got to where we were. Oh, that's where since we're here. Alright, so awesome. AWS 8 or BT 8.2 mil, assault 80. The AT variant of the awesome replaces the stock models PPCs with 2 LRM 15 racks and 2 large lasers. As well as dropping 5 heat sinks, this provides the AT with great versatility at the cost of becoming ammo dependent and greater heat. Victor, BTR 9B, 8.2 mil, assault 80. PSL mechs mount jump jets, but the Victor 9B is one of them. With a AC-20 main gun, 2 medium lasers, and an SRM-4 rack, the 9B is a deadly opponent with superior mobility for its size. Unfortunately, it comes at a cost for armor. Against similar size specs, the 9B is distinctly more vulnerable. Yeah. Risky. But this could also escort the bigger mechs, because it's faster. You need someone on the edges to keep swatting at the light mechs. Or trying to take advantage of the fact that everyone's focused on the big guy, or using terrain to get around. Basically, the heavies pull. Basically, you got a mountain here. You got a mountain here. You got a pass here. The heavy mechs are firing here. They're pulling all the mechs to them. So what you take with your lighter mechs, you go around the mountain, or you go on top of the mountain, and you just basically surprise them. Or if the heavy mechs need trouble, just go right beside them, or go slightly behind to make them have to choose between easy to hit, but huge and deadly, or lighter lighter armored but harder to hit because it's further away. Maybe it can dodge because it's fast. But yeah. Moving on to the other. Moving on to the Moving on to the awesome AWS 8.2 mil Assault 80. The AT variant of the awesome replaces the stock models PPCs with 2 ALRM-15 racks and 2 large lasers, as well as dropping 5 heat sinks. This provides the AT with grip stability at a cost of becoming ammo dependent for grenade. Alright, got Victor? Oh yeah, I was reading these, alright. Alright, so Victor VTR 9S 8.3 mil Assault 80. Victor 9S has even less armor than the 9B's standard Victor, but it upgrades its SRM-4 to an SRM-6. This makes the 9S more efficient at close range. A pilot should be aware becoming too cocky. With even less armor than the standard 9B, the Victor 9S is quite vulnerable. And finally, last two. Battlemaster. Battlemaster BLR-1G 9.9 mil Assault 885. Versatile and powerful, the Battlemaster is one of the best known battle mechs in existence. With 6 medium lasers, a PPC, 2 machine guns, and SRM-6 rack, and the Battlemaster can engage enemies from any range and packs a powerful punch. And finally, the big guy, or first fighting, or redoing the first one by the way. Atlas AS7D 11.4 mil Assault 100. The Atlas is the king of the battlefield, capable of bringing a dizzying array of weapons to bear any targets in any range. With 19 tons of armor and a Defiance AC-20 as its main gun, few opponents can survive brief contact with an Atlas. Okay, so that's everything. Oh, that's all the mechs. We can go over the pilots. We could go over the pilots if we want, but then I have to go through all the mechs again. Let's just leave it at this. Alright. Actually, they're all unique, aren't they? But we've been going on for I don't know how long. And there's different pilots for different mech types. No. No. Quickly get something light. If there's not, I can just read them all right now. That's not too bad. No, they're all okay. They're all the same pilots. Just you probably don't want to use the pilots that come with the lights with the heavies because that would be silly. Because of different abilities. Okay, I think they're all the same. Alright, so I guess starting from the top with the Mechwarriors, as I call their pilots. Alright, so Wildfire. Which power should go with their stats real quick? Wildfire. her real name is Angie Bray. She has 8 gunnery, 3 piloting, 5 guts, 6 tactics. Now, off the top of my head, what are the stats? I knew I should have brought up I knew I should have manual this thing. Alright, gunnery means how accurate you are. I mean, basically, increase the percent chance. Piloting, guts means you overheat less, or it's hard to overheat. Tactics means you can ID targets better. You can ID targets from their blips. Piloting. Nothing to do with melee. Okay, I'm gonna have to quickly look it up real quick. Sorry. By the way, I'm gonna read the description while I'm looking up. Multitask. Alright, split wall of fire. She has multi-target fire weapons at up to 3 separate targets with your Mech's current firing arc. That's very useful. But yeah. Basically, each pilot has a special ability, which is passive, which is either passive or like this, where you actually have to use it. But anyway, so Spitfire specialist known for taking on swarms of live Battletechs. She favors mechs of the walking armory variety, sacrificing mobility for sheer volume of power. Preferred mechs also AWS AT Battlemaster BLR61G Atlas AS7D. Yeah. Okay, moving on to Showboat. She has Showboat and Amanda and I think. Gunnery 3, piloting 8, guts 5, tactics 8, angel death. Your jump distance is increased by 25%. You can take 50 less damage when executing different above attacks, and do not become unsteady. Unsteady means you might fall over. Moving on to Part to the Dossier. Part Daredevil, part Solaris Gladiator. Showboat specializes in death from above. She prefers mechs equipped with jump jets and small weapons and extra armor, in that order. Okay. Every mech, UMR-60, Shadowhawk, SHD2, okay. Or D2R. Or D2H. Moving on to Paradise. Alexander. Nick, Ms. Hara. Hope I got that right. Gunnery 6, piloting 8, guts 5, tactics 3. Evasive move. Your okay, your move grants evasive 50% chance to dodge all incoming ranged attacks until your next turn. Does not apply to melee moves or when unsteady. Dossier, a natural pilot with a talent for avoiding incoming fire. He favors close-quarter brawler mechs, nimbly sidestepping attacks while advancing on the enemy, hurling fire as he goes. Kentaro, preferred mech, battle mechs, Kentaro, KTO, 18, Quick-Draw, QKD4G, Atlas, AS7D. Moving on to Ozone. NR Aliviv. Gunnery 6, piloting 5, guts 8, tactics 3. Bulwark. You gain guarded when remaining stationary for your damage reduction against which attacks to the front and side. You can activate that. But you have to use your turn to do it. Okay, by the way, piloting is determines melee and death from above attack to hit. Right, got. Okay, and also tactics also increases your attack to hit with cold shot. And the rest I got perfect. Alrighty. his own. He is a powerhouse fighter who can soak up enemy fire when shooting from a fixed position, preferably in a lake where he can remain protected while getting heat buildup. And yeah, basically, if you stay in a lake, I had my in the last basically gameplay video too. I had my Atlas. Basically, it was a water map, and I had my Atlas I had my Atlas sit in the water, and they didn't overheat. Whereas in the failed recording, I was having overheating problems all the time because I was not in water. But moving on, for BattleMechs, Hunchback, HPK 4P, Quick Draw, QKD 5A, Awesome, AWS Q8. And then the last couple. Mockingbird, and Andaya, Mihara, Magenry 3, Battling 6, Guts 5, Tactics 8, Sensor Lock. Select any target within sensor range, gain line of sight to that target, and suppress evasive and all movement defense modifiers it has. Lasts until the end of the current round, okay? An expert scout and support pilot, Mockingbird's primary role is also the philosophy. Mockingbird's primary role is providing sensor telemetry on the enemy to her lance baits, but she can hold her own in a fight if she has to. Commando, Com 2D, Commando, Com 1B. To the last bit, Kraken, Tane, Bennett, Gunnery 6, or Gunnery 8, Piloting 3, Guts 5, Tactics 6, multi-target, same as last, same as the other pilots. A crack shot, Kraken is deadly at any range, capable of splitting his fire between multiple opponents. He offers to carry weapons of every range band. Or prefers to carry weapons of every range band, okay. Centurion, CN9-A, Shadowhawk, SHD-2D, Orion, O, and 1K. Makes sense. Because if you're going to be multi-targeting, you want to hit the guy in front of you, want to hit the guy a little back, you want to hit the guy a little further behind him, and you want to hit the guy hiding in the bushes all the way in the back, if you can possibly can. Okay, Buckshot, Page Alarcon, Gunnery 6, Piloting 3, Guts 8, Tactics 5, Bulwark. A deadly long-range companion capable of standing her ground against enemy fire while attacking from a stationary position. Favors long-range weapons like AC-2s and LRM-5s, or just LRMs. Preferred BattleMechs, Trebuchet, TBT-5N, Jägermech, JM-6S, Catapult, CPL, T-C1. Next to last, Arclight, Nicolette, McKinney, Gunnery 6, Piloting 3, Guts 5, Tactics 8, Master Tactician, Passive, plus 1 initiative, this mech loses unsteady when reserved. Alright. Actually, Passive Technician, plus 1 initiative. Okay, if I put her into an assault mech, would she, be able to move on the second turn or second initiative, or would she be first to stay with the first one? Basically, move one whole part of the turn earlier. But that's a pilot capable of driving her mech with speed and grace of a light chassis, reserving action to be daily ambusher, striking and fading before enemies have a chance to react. Prefer BattleMechs any. And then finally, Apex. Verena Lamb, Gunnery 8, Piloting 3, Guts 5, Tactics 6, Precision Strike. When attacking with a single weapon, ignore cover and guarded on the target. A single weapon, and then you can fire everything. Expert marksman capable of drilling shot after shot through enemies' defenses. She hears mech chassis with designated single PPCs for devastating long-range precision fire. Panther PNT-9R, Griffin GRF-1, and yeah, there's not many of those. Alrighty, so yeah, that's every single mech and pilot in the game. Alright, so that'll be it for this quick video, bonus video. Yeah, that's it basically. So hey, thanks for watching. I do appreciate you watching this little video. Hope you enjoyed just me going over every single mech in the game, and palette. And yeah, that'll be it for this video. And I guess see you in second.